and welcome back to Libib's booktube channel. My name is Kaylin and I am feeling spooky. Since it is the first Thursday in October, I decided to bust out the ugly Halloween vest. So with the theme of getting spooky this week, I decided to do a book tag, which is titled Spooky Would You Rather Book Tag. This was originally created by the book pusher, and I will leave her link to her video in the description box down below. So let's get started with some questions. Question number 1, thrillers or supernaturals? And I'm just gonna have to say thrillers because they get your heart pounding and everything's like racing through your body. You get the adrenaline going. And with supernaturals, even though I do like some elements of supernaturals, I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to reading them. Question number 2, ghosts or zombies? I'm gonna have to go with ghosts. Even though I like zombies, they're just dead and they just like that. But ghosts, they can either haunt you or help you or just be a ghost and be there, I guess. Question number 3, vampires or werewolves? And I am going to have to go with vampires because I just have a huge history with vampires, aka the Twilight series. I loved and enjoyed the Twilight series when I was in 7th grade. I just loved it so much. I was Team Edward, but when the movies came out, Jacob Black was played by Taylor Lautner. Like, it was definitely Jacob Black team then. But I'd already read the books, I already knew what happened, but not only has Twilight been in my life since 7th grade, but it has also randomly popped up in my life at times, especially senior year of high school when I was convinced I was in a love triangle and the one guy was Edward Cullen and the other guy was portrayed as Jacob Black, which made no sense whatsoever because I was not in a love triangle. But Twilight always has little ways of entering my life at the most weirdest and randomest of times. Question number 4, witches or demons? I'm gonna have to go with witches because 1, I would love to be a hocus pocus witch or a Harry Potter witch, like a witch in one of those two worlds. I would never want to be a demon because demons are scary and terrifying and they are horrible and they freak me out. Just reading about them or like exorcisms or any of that sort of stuff, nope, count me out. Evilness is not allowed. Question number 5, would you rather read a book with 13 chapters or read a book with a black cat on the cover? I'm not really superstitious, but I would rather read a book with 13 chapters because I feel like that's a shorter book. But I'd also would like to read a book with a cat on the cover since I am allergic to cats and literally every animal ever besides fish and hedgehogs. I'd have to go with reading a book with a cat on the cover. Because question number 6, would you rather read a spooky book in the dark with a candle for light or by yourself in a locked, brightly lit room? Okay, when I first read this question, I was like, in a brightly lit, locked room? I feel like I would need my straight jacket or something, and I feel like I wouldn't be able to read. I'd just be in a white padded room, and I couldn't do that. What I do love to read though in the fall is just light a whole bunch of candles, just sit in the room, read a book. It's just the perfect fall reading experience in my opinion. Question number 7, would you rather face your worst fears or be trapped in the mind of a killer? This is definitely another trick question because I feel like as much as I hate my worst fears, I would rather be trapped in the mind of a killer. It would be so psychotic and so crazy and so nuts. Like, it would be unreal. It'd be interesting to be in a part of for like a day, not for a lifetime, but also facing your fears. Like, I have some really bad fears that I would not want to face. And so I would have to say, as weirdly and as screwed up as it sounds, I would love to be in the mind for a killer. Only a day though. Question number 8, would you rather watch a scary movie or read a scary book? Okay, fun fact, I hate scary movies. I cannot do them. I'll be sitting them through this like this, or I'll cry, or I'll want to puke because of the blood, guts, and gore. Like, I just get scared so incredibly easy. It could be like today, in the middle of the day, and the sun's shining, and I could be watching Ghost Adventures, and I could still be scared out of my mind, and I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. But I can read books like The Merciless or like horror, thriller, YA books, and it's scary, but like I'll be fine. It's weird. It's weird how my brain works, so I definitely have to go with reading a scary book over a scary movie any day. Question number 9. Would you rather read spooky books during the fall time or all year? And I'm gonna have to say all year, because even though fall is just such a short time to get all the scary horror and gore books in, I read them throughout the entire year basically, mostly during the summertime. That's when I read like The Merciless and Welcome to the Dark House last year, was mainly during like the summer months, and year when The Merciless 3 came out, I definitely read that during the summer too, so it would have to be all year round, because just 2 months of spookiness and just so much reading to get done, and it's just not enough time. And last but not least, question number 10. Would you rather read 10 spooky books in October or read spooky books all year round? And I just basically kind of answered that with my last question. I don't have enough time to read 10 spooky books within the month of October, but I would love to read them throughout the rest of the year. There's just so much more time to be spooky, but I would definitely love to read most of them during the late summer, fall sort of season, or maybe even winter, because you're just trapped inside and there's nothing you can do about it when it's cold and snowy outside. So anyways, that is it for the spooky would you rather book tag, and today I'm going to be tagging a couple of friends as well. I'm going to tag Erin from Air Breeze Books, and the second, Alexa from Alexis Pereira. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next Thursday for a new bookish video.